Are you trying to get customers through social media marketing? Hi, my name is Mwenda Mulongoti, and I have been doing social media marketing for close to 10 years. So what I'm going to share in this video is a simple 3-part framework that can help you to get actual business results from social media marketing. This framework is broken down into 3 parts. The first part is strategy. Then we're going to look at metrics. Then we'll look at implementation. So let's jump straight ahead and look at strategy.
Let's talk about strategy. What is strategy? Strategy, when it comes to in the context of social media marketing, strategy simply means creating a plan that aligns with what your business is trying to achieve. This means that whatever it is you'll be doing on social media has to be aligned with what you are trying to do in your business. This is the only way you're going to get actual real business results from it. You need to focus on what I call your KDR. What is this? Your key desired result. What is going to determine what the key desired result is for your social media marketing as it aligns with your business? You're going to look at your business. For example, you look at what your business model is. What do you offer? What kind of product or service do you offer? At what price point do you offer it? What is your distribution model? How do you deliver to your customers? Okay, how do you get the goods or services to your customers? So your social media marketing strategy has to take all these factors into consideration so that whatever you're doing on social media can actually help your business. I want to explain these concepts using 3 different business examples. The first one, I'm going to use e-commerce business. For example, you have an e-commerce store. Okay, it could be like on WooCommerce, Shopify, PrestaShop, etc. Another example I'm going to use is a business that closes leads on the phone or that visits customers by doing sales pitches. Okay, so you are a direct response type of doing direct response type of marketing. So an example could be a financing institution. So financial packages are usually not something that you're going to sell directly online. It could be that you need to talk to a customer first. Okay. So you want to collect qualified sales leads, or maybe a construction company. So a construction package is not something you can just click a button and buy. You need to talk with a customer. That's the type of business that I'm talking about in the direct response examples. Then I'm going to look at mass marketers. Okay, examples include manufacturers of household goods, telcos, supermarkets with a big distribution network, or chain stores. So let's go into the e-commerce business example. What is the key desired result for the e-commerce business? It's online sales. So in view of this, what strategy can you create for a business like this? You want to pay attention to your copy, okay? The words that you use when you are advertising, because copywriting is all about writing in such a way that you want to persuade people to take a particular action. Okay, you want them to click, you want them to go and visit a certain page, you want them to go and view something on your e-commerce store. When it comes to content, you might want to focus so much on product photography or use demos if it's a product. If it's a service, you want to describe the service as detailed as you can. You want to drive traffic to your store. That's another point of strategy. You might want to set up a pixel for retargeting the traffic and also retargeting based on particular actions of store visitors. Now, what about a direct response type of marketing? What are some things you're going to focus on when you're creating a strategy for this type of business? Your content strategy needs to be strong on lead nurturing, okay? You need to be able to move a stranger from a cold lead to a warm lead to a hot lead that is interested in talking to you. Because remember, the result you're looking for this type of marketing is qualified sales leads. You don't want to talk to people who are not anywhere close to making a buying decision. You want those who are as close to making the buying decisions as possible. Okay, so you have to decide the right moment to collect the qualified sales leads. I advise at bare minimum you have a 2-step funnel. You can have something much more detailed, much more complicated if you want, but at the bare minimum have a 2-step funnel. You need to determine what your retargeting strategy is. Okay, so this calls for a skill that I normally call sales funnel architecture. Okay, so that you avoid wasting time talking to people who are not close to making a buying decision. What about when you are marketing for a mass market company? What is the key desired result? Top of mind. Okay, you are using a distribution network, maybe you're using supermarkets and other retail stores. You're not going to be there. Okay, you're not going to be there like with the direct sales where you're talking to your customers directly. The customers will go to the shop and your product will be right next to a competitor's product. What will make the difference between them picking you and picking your competitor's product? It's how much you've paid attention to this result of keeping yourself as the top choice, top of mind. So your strategy in this case, your social media strategy will be around brand awareness, building brand love, and brand loyalty. Even your content strategy needs to be strong on relationship building, because you want, when they go into that store looking at all those brands, when they see your brand, they feel a connection to it. Okay, give them a reason to choose your product over your competitors. That is what it means to create a strategy that really aligns with your business.
So, as we have seen, creating a strategy for your social media marketing means that whatever it is you are doing on social media should align with the business. That's the only way you're going to get actual business results from it. Maybe you want sales leads, you want brand awareness, you want top of mind. As you saw from the examples that we looked at, the strategy that you create for your social media marketing really depends on a number of things. So I gave examples like your business model, okay, your distribution method, the way you deliver to your customers, even your price point. Okay, there's mass market products which are normally low ticket items. There are certain products that are high ticket items that you can't sell directly online. Therefore, you need to collect sales leads and actually close either on the phone or maybe in person by sending some sales representatives to do some kind of product demo or some kind of sales pitch. So we saw that depending on your business model, you're going to structure your strategy slightly differently, okay? What I was referring to as the KDR, your key desired result, will be different depending on your type of business and what it is you need to focus on. Once you have this strategy and it aligns with your business, it is easier to get actual results from social media marketing. Now let's move on and talk about the second part of the 3-part framework.
In metrics, my friends, the accountants, they like to say numbers don't lie, okay? By a few numbers alone, you can assess the state of something, even someone. Just think about the last time you went to the hospital, okay? They took a few metrics on you, on your body. They might have asked for your blood pressure, took maybe your body temperature, could have asked for your weight, they could have checked your pulse. All these are numbers. By just analyzing a few numbers, they're able to have an idea of what is happening inside. So, what metrics or numbers will you monitor to show you that you are making progress or to help you to assess the state of your marketing? You need to determine what your vital metrics are. They are what are called vital metrics. They are also what are called vanity metrics. So, you need to know which numbers matter more for your particular business. Okay? How do you determine this? Vital metrics depend on your key desired result. Again, using the examples of the businesses that I talked about. The first one is e-commerce. What kind of metrics are you going to look at if you have an e-commerce company? You look at things like number of website visitors, number of product views, number of people who clicked on add to cart, number of people who added payment information, number of people who checked out, cost per action. How much is all this costing you? All these are metrics that are going to help you assess what kind of progress you are making. Let's say you're doing direct response marketing. What kind of metrics are you going to look at? How much traffic is going to your tofu content? Remember, I said that for direct response, I highly encourage that you have a funnel. Okay, even for e-commerce, you want to have a funnel, but for direct response, I consider it much more important. So tofu content simply means top of funnel content. Mofu simply means middle of funnel content. So you want to see how many people are viewing the first step of your funnel, how many people are visiting the second step of your funnel. What is your conversion ratio like? What is the comparison between the people who are visiting top of funnel and those who are moving down your funnel? What is the cost per lead? The final result you want is a qualified sales lead. How much is it costing you to advertise and to get that lead that you're going to close? These are some of the metrics you're going to look at for direct response. What about mass marketing? What are the vital metrics? Okay, you're trying to keep top of mind. So you're going to look at things like high reach, high engagement. How many people are you reaching? How engaged is your audience, right? How quickly do they respond to you when you say something? Are they giving you any feedback? What kind of feedback? Are you measuring positive versus negative feedback? How much is it costing you to reach 1,000? What is your CPM? Some of these things. These are the vital metrics you're going to look at based on your company.
As we have seen, the second part of the 3-part framework is metrics. They say numbers don't lie, okay? My accountant friends, they like that saying a lot. Even in digital marketing and social media marketing, just by looking at certain numbers, it is easy to see if you're making progress or not. It's easy to track your progress, okay? They say that if you can measure it, then you can grow it, okay? That's a famous saying from Peter Drucker, who was a leading executive coach, okay? So when you look at certain numbers, even the numbers that you're going to look at, I talked about vital metrics versus vanity metrics. So what are the vital metrics you should be looking at? What are the vital numbers you should be looking at? So we were working with 3 different business examples: e-commerce, direct response, and mass market. So for each of these, you're going to look at different numbers because that's what makes sense for that particular type of business. So like e-commerce, we talked about number of views, monitoring different stages, how many people are viewing your product, how many people are initiating the buying process, how many people are adding payment information, how many people are actually checking out. If you're looking at direct response, you look at your sales funnel, the different stages of your sales funnel, how many people are interacting with each stage. Even with mass market, there are certain metrics that will make sense, okay, including things like cost. How much is it costing you to reach a certain number of people? So these are all metrics that can help you to see what kind of progress you're making. Even when you need to troubleshoot, if something doesn't seem to be working, you can go back to your metrics and say, okay, how are the numbers moving? Where are we going? Where are we doing things right? And where can we improve? Okay. So now let's talk about the third part of the 3-part framework, which is implementation.
Implementation. This is the third part of the 3-part framework. How are you going to implement? Making it real. Look at the implementation methods. This is going to depend on your metrics and your goals. It's going to also depend on your budget, the resources you have. Do you have more time to spare or do you have more money to spare? Okay. There's the DIY option. Learn it yourself, do it yourself. So you can learn from people, you can learn from online tutorials and online videos. There's so many options out there, but for myself and my team, we have what we offer called the Social Media Mastery Bundle. It's a 4-in-1 course. It covers these 4 topics: introduction to social media marketing, strategy, how to turn a Facebook like into a sale, paid advertising, beginner to expert, content creation, how to create social media content that engages and sells. So this is one of the options. So most people who go for these DIY options, usually they are small business owners or solo entrepreneurs because they don't yet have a big budget to hire someone to do everything for them. Another option is to get someone to help you, DW, done with you. Have somebody train you and guide you and coach you through the process. Sometimes they'll do some of the work, sometimes you do part of the work, but you are working hand in hand until you reach a point of competence where you can handle everything on your own. Then there is the done for you option, where you don't have the time or even the interest to learn anything and implement it on your own. You say to someone, hey, come and do everything for me. So you might hire a freelancer or you might hire an entire agency to handle everything for you. So this is about the implementation.
So as we have seen, the third part of the 3-part framework is implementation. How do you make it real? After you've decided what your strategy is going to be based on your type of business and the kind of results, your KDR, your key desired results for your particular business, and how you want social media to tie into your overall business plan, your overall marketing strategy and objectives for your business. And how, after you look at some of the metrics you're going to be monitoring, okay, that you're going to use as a yardstick to measure your growth. The last part is implementation. Okay, so there are 3 ways to implement social media marketing. The first one is DIY, right? Do it yourself. So you learn the strategies, you teach yourself. Maybe you are going to go through some tutorials online, or you're going to take some courses, then you implement it yourself. Then there's DWY, which is done with you. So done with you is where you get somebody to kind of handhold you, like a coach, someone, a trainer who not only teach you, but help you to implement. This is when you want to get the results faster. At the same time, you want to get the skills in the process, okay? So you want both fast results and you want skills transfer to happen during the process. Then there's DFY, which is done for you. This is when you say, look, I don't have the time or even the interest to learn, do everything for me. In that case, you'd hire maybe a freelancer or an agency. Now in our agency, Zikon Media, we do offer all these three options, okay? So DIY, we have what I call the social media mastery bundle of courses, where you can learn these courses on your own. It's online. You just enroll in the courses, learn the skills and implement them. You can get us to train you and help you implement over a certain period of time until you get the competence and continue on your own. So let me just talk about the DIY courses, the social media mastery bundle of courses. So there are 4 in 1, okay? So the first one is Introduction to Social Media Marketing, which covers the fundamental concepts, everything that someone should know, especially if you're just a beginner or you don't have that much experience. I also give a little bit of tips about how to get clients for social media marketing, in case you want to turn this into a career as a freelancer, or maybe you want to start your own agency, okay? So that's course number 1. Course number 2 is called Strategy. Part of it I've talked about here. But that one is about how to turn a total stranger online into a customer, okay? There is a process involved. There's some steps you need to follow. How do you turn a Facebook like into a sale? A lot of people know how to generate Facebook likes, but how do you turn those into a sale? That is what that course covers. The third course is called Content Creation. As the saying goes, content is king. So the course about content creation talks about how you can create content that is both engaging and able to help you generate sales. It's one thing to get likes, comments, and shares. It's another thing to get that content to help you sell. So the different types of content, how do you create them? How do you plan for them? It's quite a detailed course. I've been creating social media content, like I said, for close to a decade. So I share all the tools that I've been using, all the strategies and methods, okay? Then the last course, the 4th course, is called Paid Advertising. Now, paid advertising is one of the most important skills for online marketing and social media marketing. This skill helps you to reach outside your circle. It helps you to hyper target people who are most likely to buy from you, people who are already interested in the kind of product or service that you offer. It's a very important skill, especially if you're trying to generate either direct sales or even sales leads, okay? So this is the DIY option. Then if you are interested in us helping you to either train you or to do the work for you, please, you can get in touch. I'll add details either above or below this video. Thank you very much. I hope you have found some of the points in this training helpful. If you want to know more, you can follow along, because I keep on releasing these kinds of information through videos, short videos. Some of them are slightly longer. Thank you. And if you sign up or you get in touch, I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you for your time. And if you're interested, please do get in touch. I've got more that I'll be offering. Look out for more videos like this.